All right, y'all. I am here to tell you that the men are not okay. So I went on a date with this guy on Friday, and y'all, let me tell you about this date. So he got tickets to a comedy show, and he picked me up around 8 o'clock. Cool. We get to the comedy show. We're there about an hour early, and he says he's hungry, and we're right across the street from a taco spot. So he's like, "Let's go get tacos." I'm like, "Cool." Now, mind you, to give you a little context, he bought the comedy show tickets. They were $25 each. So he paid for that. We get to the taco spot. I wasn't that hungry, so he ordered 3 tacos and I ordered 1 because I wasn't very hungry. So we get the tacos and we sit down at the table and, we're just chatting, just talking, whatever. And he has 2 cups in his hands that the cashier had given him. And he's like, "Oh, let's go get some drinks. Let's go get our drinks." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Do you actually mind just grabbing me a water?"
You see that right there? That was a test. Now she's gonna gaslight you into the belief that this was an innocent request. But as I have said multiple times, dating a modern woman is like playing Madden because every yard counts. I mean, if this man brought you out and paid for your tickets and food, it would be a gesture of appreciation to fetch him some ice-cold Coca-Cola. The nerve of this vagabond.
And y'all, after I asked him if he could grab me a water, his face completely changed. His energy completely changed. And I said to him, I was like, "Are you okay? Like, is something wrong? Like, what's happening here?" And he pushes the cups towards me. And he goes, "Why don't you go get us some water?"
Got him! This is what we call standing on business, or telling a vagabond chick to fix her face when addressing you. Listen, it's 2025, my brothers. We about to go on these 304s, putting these disrespectful chicks back in those black burqas if necessary. I joke, I kid. Come on, calm down. But seriously, this type of behavior will no longer be tolerated. Ostracization of these types with the first sign of condescension. These thirsty women are looking for some sort of energy exchange, as you will see in a minute. But trust me, the true disappointment, as I keep saying, is indifference. The real pain is when they attempt to disrupt your stoic state, but you don't even care enough about them to even notice.
Again, I'm hella confused. I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like, I'm just like, sure, I can go get some water, but I'm confused. Like, am I missing something? Like, I'm genuinely confused. And he goes, "Why don't both of us go get drinks?" And I'm like, "Okay." Like, I'm again genuinely confused. I have no idea why this is happening, but we get up, we go get water, or we go get drinks, and we sit back down at the booth. So we get to the booth, and this man says, "I have a question for you. Are you the kind of woman that is going to, serve your man?" I said, "What?"
So she clearly heard the question, right? Why would someone ask you to repeat something they heard clearly? Obviously to antagonize you. Again, these are attempts to push him off balance. And she is even showing you the attitude she had on her face while conducting this conversation.
He said, "Are you the kind of woman that caters to your man? Is that something that you do?" And I said to him, Why are you asking me this question? I'm confused. Why are you asking me this question? Did I miss something?
Now she answers a question with a question, just making the conversation more annoying. This is why you walk away from certain conversations with women so annoyed and frustrated. They may be sitting there with a smile, but the whole conversation is an obstacle course of condescending banter, yet they are extremely sensitive. So anything you say can be taken out of context.
And then he goes, "Well, I'm treating you to the state. Like, I bought us the comedy show tickets. I paid for the tacos." And again, mind you, y'all, he got 3 tacos and I got 1. He said, "I paid for the tacos. I'm treating you. And it just feels like you haven't really contributed anything to the state." And he goes on to talk about how he was offended that I asked him to grab me a water. Y'all, I started seeing black. I started seeing black. I said, this is not real life. Y'all, when this man was done telling me what was in his heart and crashing out, I said, are you finished? And he said, yes. I picked up my purse and I walked out. I got an Uber and I went home.
I don't know about you, but I don't see no crash out. I see a woman failing in her attempts to disrupt a man's equilibrium. Since the day these cell phone providers invented this block option, these women think it's some kind of win to ghost or block you. Just child's play for these 30-year-old adolescents. These mediocre women really think most men are going to lose sleep over their absence.
Okay, so a couple of y'all are in my comments and have asked, is he blocked? Like what happened afterwards? Did he text me? So no, I have not heard from this man since I left him sitting in that taco restaurant this weekend. He didn't text me. He didn't call me. He didn't come looking for me. Not that I expected it. I didn't expect him to contact me at all. There is a part of me that was thinking like, from a character perspective, like he knew he drove me there. So there was a part of me that was like, like, I wonder if he's going to ask if I got home or ask where I was. But no, I haven't heard from this man. So yeah.
My brothers, that's how you ghost. First of all, if you don't consider it an honor to be in your own presence, no one else will. You can tell that she is the one that got battered in this conflict because her delusion of being recognized as a baddie were not validated. Let us all spill some libations for this gentleman for standing on business.
I do want to remind you that if you're feeling like shit about your dating life or like everyone sucks or like it's never going to happen for you, I, at 31 business years old, started dating a guy who at 37 had a roommate. And when I asked him what he wanted out of a relationship, he told me he wanted to be ethically non-monogamous. Thank you. I said ethnically what? Ethnically who?
But wait a minute. You didn't smash the bell and press the like button. Blasphemy. And although you will never be worthy of a monarch such as myself, Lord Destro would suggest that you poor fools at least give oligarchy a try. So be Lord Destro.